It was just another day as Rollin Biscay, a 22-year-old Vermont tech student, was on a mission. Despite the coldest temperatures of the year thus far, he set out in his 1988 Toyota and headed to the next town over. His goal? To move his new, well, old, 1981 Toyota that he is rebuilding back to his house to install the engine.
Yeah, the only truck I had at the time was my other '88 Toyota. So we hooked the double axle trailer up to that, put the '81 on the trailer, and proceeded to take it home on the road.
He got some old ramps, and by using a come along, he was able to winch the truck up and onto the trailer to secure it down for the journey home. Since there was no lock to the tongue of the trailer, Rollin improvised and found a stick and put it through the lock to make sure the trailer could not come disconnected from the truck. He was off. The 15-minute ride seemed like an hour as the trailer and truck were bouncing over every pothole in rough road conditions. And for the stick that he used for the locking device, worked flawlessly as the trailer stayed locked down to the truck the entire ride. The project wasn't even close to being done yet. Now that the truck was at his house, he had to unload it, which is more of a project than you think, considering you can't just drive it off the ramps and into the garage. He backed his truck up to where he would be able to unload it and put it into the garage with the least amount of movement. He decided to make a pulley system to allow the truck to roll off, but in control. He jacked up the trailer to put it at an incline, and then connected the rope to the front end of the truck and around the trailer, back into his own hands. He was done. The truck was unloaded and at his house, and his other truck was disconnected from the trailer and parked out front. Well, at least I thought he was done. Right after parking his truck, he ran to the back of the garage where his '81 Toyota was now sitting and popped the hood, making sure the new engine would fit in just right. One thing I learned about Rollin is that with him, nothing is ever done. One project always turns into another. He then went into the garage and started up his old four-wheeler, which he needed to push the truck into the garage. Little did he know that all the tires were flat since it had been sitting there for quite some time. So, he started the air compressor up and pumped up not only one, not two, or three, but all four tires. Now he was able to get out back and push his truck into the garage. Then he had one last thought. He had to make sure that the bed that he needed to put on his truck fit. So, he went, got his measuring tape, and made sure the two lined up. Rollin finally finished transporting the truck and now can concentrate on working.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get the '81 Toyota on the trails. Just got a little bit more work to do. Hopefully I can get it done before it really gets a lot of snow,